here, coaches. Over me.
Just don't cover the picture.
Wearing the North Shore, get in there.
Take your thoughts.
Get down, girls. Brenda, get down, baby.
I know we talk a lot about Swoosh Nation and everything that we've done with Swoosh, but we started back in 2010. In 2010, we were at the Y, and we played soccer, baseball, football, and basketball. And the only reason we became Swoosh is because a lot of people were trying to separate us at that time. We had some of our parents coming up at 6 o'clock in the morning to stand in line and select the Baeza coaches. And one thing that we did that they knew about the Baeza coaches is we took care of each other. We treated each other like family. And as we started to see Ty and his steel start taking over his body, we had a wonderful family that just allowed us to make touchdowns, allowed him to make touchdowns, allowed him to make home runs, allowed him to shoot baskets, allowed him to kick the ball. And that's what convinced us that this is something we wanted to do for the rest of our lives for at least as long as we could. Because little boys like Ty that showed up every day, showed up to practice, showed up to play, and all they wanted to do was be on the field. That's where the all out, all heart, all in comes from, because that's what he did. He just wanted to play. He just wanted to be outside. And it all started in 2010 at the Y, and then we moved to Swoosh so that we could keep the family together. So we want to thank you guys so much, because we just started with Ray, Joe, Lou, and Christian Ray. We only had one kid. We had one kid, and so we picked up my brother-in-law, we picked up my brother, we picked up anybody that would come and help us and say, come on, let's help this one kid. And that one kid turned into all of you. And we cannot thank you enough for everything that you have done. You are our family. These are my kids. You know, I'll see them anywhere, whether I'm wearing a suit and carrying an iPad or I'm out in the field. Those are my kids, and you guys are my family. You're our family. And we thank you so much for showing up today, wearing Ty's favorite color and wearing our favorite Swoosh logo and our favorite emblem and sayings in the back. You showed up big time for our team, and you showed up big time for our family today, and Joe's going to tell you just how.
To go back a little bit to 2010, the last season that Ty could actually play by himself. All season he was starting to have a hard time running, and all season long he kept telling me, "Coach, I can score a touchdown, I can score a touchdown." Of course, he needed a little assistance, and I spoke to the coach, the opposing coach beforehand, and we made it happen. And the very first thing, and this is something that I will always remember. Very first thing he told, when I got to him, he looked up at me and said, "Coach, I told you I could do it." And yeah, he did. And he did for the next season of bases and T-ball, and he needed help. Whatever it was, like Coach Lou was saying, he was always there. He was always giving his all. This idea had been back here somewhere in the back of my head for a while. A couple weeks ago, when I know he would have been his 16th birthday, the light bulb finally turned on. So this is the year we got to make this happen. Okay. I am beyond humbled, because the outpouring from you guys, the outpouring from having to work behind the scenes to change schedules. The Pack were gracious enough to change the schedule to play us this week. Tuesday, we came across another issue with the Spartans, and the 12s weren't going to have a game. Calling the Goonies, and they stepping up and saying, "You know what, we'll do it to help you out." Whatever it was, the mini minors came today, and they also donated. But in the back of my mind, I didn't have a number, but I just said, okay, we'll get somewhere. Okay? And that somewhere has got us to over $2,500 that we're donating to the Histio Cheer Foundation. The final numbers I will let you guys know when we tabulate everything up. But again, we're looking at, right now we're sitting at about $2,633 or so. I know I got a couple of other donations that's come in this afternoon. But again, that right there, I've always known we've had an amazing family. We're only an amazing organization because of you guys. but it's a blessing to be reminded how great, in a moment's notice, that our families will step up and help out for a great cause. One more thing, the PAC asked me this earlier, right before, is this going to become a yearly thing? And my initial reaction was, yeah, maybe, I'm not sure, what's going to happen, it's hard to tell. They're like, if you make it a yearly thing, we'll make sure that we'll get Coach Renee to schedule us to play you guys the whole day. And we too will come up with our own shirts to honor Ty as well. So again, that's just the outpouring of what we are, who we are, and how everyone else opens the doors also for us. So again, from the bottom of my heart, Coach Lou, Coach Ray, and everyone else that's part of the Swoosh organization, thank you so much. We could not do any of it, let alone something like today, without your guys' help. Anyone? That's the teacher and me. Any questions all the time? But again, we changed things up today, and I think we should all. Thank you. Real quick. Now, come this past Thursday, I'm at work, working hard. Because the last week and a half has been nothing but get this organized as much as possible. I get a text that says, okay, we want to do something to a performance-based donation. And I'm like, okay, but what's your total amount of points that you guys score on a weekly basis? And he says, for the organization. I was like, okay, give me a second, let me finish my class, let me put this, added this up. So I did an average, and I gave him a number, and never have I seen someone come back and counter that number, because obviously it wasn't where he wanted to do. So I went back and said that he left it like that, and about an hour later he comes back with the points, a dollar amount for flags, a $2 amount for points scored, $5 amount for interceptions, and a $10 amount for wins, all across the board. And again, I literally fell out of my chair again there in my classroom, and he says, if that's too complicated, we can try to turn. I was like, no, we'll make it work. Trust me, we'll make it work. And I want a huge thank you to Aiden Morales, to Adam Morales from Chapke and Ship, Martial Arts, CMA, for providing this performance. That's why we were pushing a lot of points, interceptions, everything. We normally don't like to blow people up, but today it was for a good cause. And again, thank you for that donation very much.
Coach, I think we have something. Oh no.
And here's the check for the performance base of a $450 based on all the organization's performance. So again, thank you so much. Anything? All right, let's break it down one time. We changed it up this year and want to be nice and loud.
Nice and loud.
Who are we?
Swoosh!
Who?
Swoosh!
What do we say? Tie on three. 1, 2, 3.
Tie!
Good job.
Let it go.
Let us fly! Amazing grace! Come on, man!
Hey, you can catch that, but you can't kick off return.
Thank you, parents. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everything.